Welcome back to Friday Night Reads. It's Friday night, and this is what I've been reading. This week I read two books, A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen, as well as Anathema by Keri Lake. With the latest amount of romance fantasy or romantasy books that I've been reading lately, I have not been, amazed, wowed, until these. These were so good. I actually gave each of them 4 stars on my book reviews. A Curse Carved in Bone is book 2 of the Saga of the Unfated. It is also the final book in the entire story. This book brought the end of Freya and Bjorn's journey together. And I don't mean by that. I mean in terms of this is the ending of their story. I thoroughly enjoyed the ending. This is a really wonderful duology, the Saga of the Unfated. If you don't have a whole lot of time to spend, but you want to enjoy something that's well written out, well thought of, good plot, for me, it was very easy for me to follow the story, picking up throughout the work week because I get very distracted with everything else. So it was very easy for me to read. It was a quick read, and yeah, I highly recommend that. Next up, I have Anathema by Keri Lake. Now, this was a book that my husband Max bought me for Christmas, and I definitely slept on it. And I'm so upset that I slept on it because this is so good. I couldn't put it down. In fact, I totally annotated it. I don't know if you can see, till about right here, and then I just put all my annotation utensils down and I just read the rest of the story. It is so deep, so complex. In short, the story follows Mavis Bronwick, our female main character. She's a little different than everybody else in the village, and the village is not afraid to let her know. She is betrothed to this person that is awful. And this tells a story about how she kind of sacrifices herself and finds her way into a strange land. This is a dark fantasy, which is something I've never read before. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because believe it or not, I'm not into super spooky stuff. Yeah, I don't like to be jump scared or anything. If you have arachnophobia, I don't recommend you read this. If you're afraid of scorpions, I highly recommend you just read all of the trigger warnings before you get into the series because it is dark, as in there's a lot of mental abuse, there's a lot of physical abuse as well. Anathema was a bit of a girthy book at 599 pages, and you know what? I loved it so much. I picked up book 2, which is even bigger. So I'm reading Eldritch next, and that is book 2 from Keri Lake. This is 754. Can't read the last paragraph. Bad. Those are the 2 books that I read this week. I am reading Eldritch this weekend, and that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!